remind me to move this on the comics. Oh, this is terrible. Sorry, live audience. Okay.
What up, Practice Mix Comedy? Oh, hi. Put that on this side, thank you. All right, that was Prelude by Bach. I have a whole bunch of my piano students learning that right now, so I am going to be playing it till somebody freaking passes it. They all just started, so we'll see how it goes. Keep using my talents more and more and putting them all together. So now you all have to deal with classical music and get in a good mood with that. But I'll do other music too. And I'll do it now as soon as Philip gets me some water. Because as I was playing that, I realized I had terrible cotton mouth. And I'm just not going to sing Glass Animals with cotton mouth. Because you know I'm going to do a Glass Animals piece. I do a Glass Animals piece every time, don't I? Oh, how's everyone doing tonight? Yeah, I'm so excited you're all here. Oh, here comes my water. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so I was going through that. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a rough one if I don't drink water. All right, so this next song is called Hazy by Glass Animals. Your baby's falling, you know I'm talking now. You know I'm dancing, you know I'm racing around. You know you're so juiced. You said you'd kick the booze. You know I'll get boomed. You know I'm just a boy. Come back, baby, don't you cry. Don't you drain those big blue eyes. I've been crawling, come back, baby, don't you cry. Just you say the reason why I keep calling you. You say I'm ballin', I say I'm begging. Why you take my photo, I fake my break and smile, and I'm fucking loco. I can't get through to you. You told you knows you. Spark up and I can go. Come back, baby, don't you cry. Don't you drain those big blue eyes. I've been crawling, come back, baby, don't you cry. Just you say the reason why I keep calling you. Thank you. All right. This next one is called I'm Not All Right by, who is it? Bryce Vine. This is funny. Whenever I share a song that's like, it's okay not to be okay and I'm not all right, people are like, are you okay? And I'm like, sometimes it's just a good song. Especially if it's a piano teacher sharing it with you. That was your first hint. She likes music. I hope. Goodness gracious. Can you imagine if I didn't? What am I doing right now? This is my hell if that's the case. All right. But it's not. So we're going to move on. Okay. Maybe a little center. Every time, I'm not used to singing with a microphone yet. So every time I'm playing and singing, I'm like, oh, I have to stay right here. Whereas when I'm practicing at home, I'm like, all over the place. It's a little different of effect. All right. You like to drink and to smoke to take away the pain. And I don't remember all of my mistakes and every high got a low with no one to blame. You're not alright, I'm not alright. XO, when I'm high in the shade and I'm feeling away, baby, hello. I just wanted to see if your plans ever change or my XO. Just I got lost. That's what I get for reading music. Let's try that again. XO, when I'm high in the shade and I'm feeling away, baby, hello. I just wanted to see if your plans ever change in my XO. Gotta fight for the love, what a rush, and I don't wanna let go. So don't let me go. Got no patience, conversation, driving you up the wall. I'm imperfect, you're a goddess, no sarcasm at all. You say you're sorry, but don't know what you're sorry for. No point in keeping score. You like to drink and to smoke to take away the pain. And I don't remember all of my mistakes and every high got a low with no one to blame. You're not alright, I'm not alright. don't remember all of your mistakes. And when our hearts are broken, they're out of place. You're not alright, I'm not alright. Let's roll. You and I don't belong in a place like this, baby, let's roll. We don't need to believe everything they think when it's all so headed down that road and you don't want to go down so low. No, don't let me go. Got no patience, conversation driving you up the wall. I'm imperfect, you're a goddess, no sarcasm at all. You say you're sorry, but don't know what you're sorry for. No point in keeping score. You like to drink and to smoke to take away the pain. And I don't remember all of my mistakes, and every high got a low with no one to blame. You're not alright, I'm not alright. You're not alright, I'm not alright. I like to drink and to smoke to take away the pain. And you don't remember all of your mistakes, and when our hearts are broken, they're out of place. I'm doing this by memory all of a sudden. You're not alright, I'm not alright. That's practice mixed comedy, y'all. Gotta live with your mistakes. That's all there is to it. And you'll make them again, except the next time it'll be different. When I first played, I went to HCC, got my associates there. First time I played a recital, first time I'm playing in front of only musicians and not like, my piano teachers, students who, I was one of the better students there, sure, but you go to college and everyone's been practicing more than me. Oh, I didn't like practicing. Maybe that's why. So I went and played Turkish March by Mozart, and I missed every single octave in this part. Now I can do it. I practiced since then. One of the students who'd been there for a while was like, "Oh, I liked your atonal version." Not a compliment. That was a burn. I was a music nerd burn, and I knew it. All right, so this last song I'm gonna do is called Free Fall by Rainbow Kitten. Surprise. Called to the devil said he'd come. Said to the devil, do you like drums? Do you like cigarettes, dominoes, rum? Said only sundown, Sundays, Christmas, Sundays, and when I need a few friends. Now and again I can never hope to keep them. Thought to give friends what I thought that they wanted. Never had they needed a good friend as I've been. Don't get me venting on friends who resent you, cause all you've ever done is been a noose to hang on to. They thought was a necklace and reckless they fell into hell where you both hang with nothing to do but scratch, kick, the gravity win like fuck this, the gravity win like you could leave it all behind. Even the devil needs time alone sometimes. You could let it all go. You could let it all go. It's called free fall. It's called free fall. Called to the devil and the devil said quit. Can't be bothered, better handle your shit. Keep about your wits, man, keep about your wits. Know yourself and who you came in with. Can I sit down? I've been hustling all day. I can't even tell all the souls I've made off the same deal you won. Remember, the devil ain't a friend to no one but fun. True, you could let it all go. You could let it all go. It's called free fall. It's called free fall. Called to the devil and the devil said, hey, why you been calling this late? It's like 2 a.m. and the bars all close at 10. In hell, that's a rule I made. Anyway, you say you're too busy saving everybody else to save yourself, and you don't want no help. Oh well, that's a story to tell. You could let it all go. You could let it all go. It's called free fall. fall, free fall. You could let it all go. You could let it all go. 'Cause ain't shit free but falling out. That shit's easy. Let me show you how it's like. Ain't shit free but falling out. That shit's easy. Let me show you how it's like. Thanks, guys. All right. Let's do a little bit of comedy, and then a little bit more comedy, and then a lot more comedy. All right. So let me get the business stuff out of the way. Hey, everyone. How you doing? I put notes down so that I don't forget anything. Every time I do this, I'm like, oh, I forget something. And this time it was my notes. No, here they are. Yeah. I'm not normally this disorganized. I just had to do all the setup tonight. And I want to be self-sufficient as best as possible, so I don't mind. But it did throw me off a bit. Okay. Hi. Y'all look great. Okay, so the next show we're going to do is on March 4th. We will have Mama Swan doing comedy that time. We're going to have Capiche Joshi, yes, clap, clap. Sean Calhoun and Trisha D'Onofrio. And this time I have a musical guest. Her name is Kat Alexander, and I don't remember her instrument. I feel like it's guitar. Nope, it's definitely guitar. It's on her Facebook profile. That's how I know. Oh my God, what if it's violin? All right. If you are watching from anywhere, home, from here, from work, I don't care, the comics are working for tips. So there are two ways to do that. If you're here, cash, or if you're here or not, we got PMC Pity Cash through Venmo. That's PMC Pity Cash. P is in pot, M is in marijuana, C is in coke, or practice makes comedy if you prefer. Whatever your drug of choice. Subscribe to my YouTube, not because I want to be that person that's like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, but I do need 1,000 subscribers to be able to use my phone for the live, and my camera sucks on my laptop. So we would like to improve your experience at Practice Makes Comedy. Subscribe. I don't know if I care if you like the thing or not. It's cool. It's cool. I don't know what that gets me. We're doing this for fun, y'all. Stop making it so serious.
They liked it.
They did?
Yeah.
Okay. I was talking to the online audience.
I know.
They weren't reacting. How am I supposed to do it? Okay, and we are here at Descant Art and Music Studio. That is where this magic is happening. I did a terrible job at this. I'm like looking at my side. Okay, it's Practice Makes Comedy. We teach guitar here. We teach piano here. I'm one of the teachers. We teach drums, bass, and we teach voice. So if you were thinking of starting a rock band, this is the place to learn an instrument. Good luck. Okay, was that all the things on my checklist? So tonight, we have an awesome show for you. We have Ryan Arnold here. I have been trying to get this man at this show for quite some time, so I know you're going to enjoy it. He's got some great material. Lisa Wentworth is here. You all know her. Yes. Paul Kilmer is not here. Well, don't boo him. It's funny, actually. Today I was reading a book about Native American religion, and they were talking about metamorphosis. And for some reason that made me think of, man, I'm going to miss my cat when she dies. And That turned into, I should let my boss know. Yes, there was marijuana involved. Yeah, I should let my boss know that, like, I'm going to need a week off when my cat dies. And so I did. And he was like, understood. Apparently, just because he has allergies does not mean he doesn't understand loss. So, my bad. Then Paul messages me and he's like, I can't make it tonight. My ride's putting her dog down at 5. How am I supposed to be mad about that after what I just said? I can't, like, not even a tiny bit. I was like, that's okay. So we will do a moment of silence for Taz, who departed at 5 o'clock. How long do these things last? Is anyone counting? Are we good? Okay, that was for Taz. We never met you, but we care about all animals, I think. Okay, I can do jokes now. I've done all my business. I did all my work. All right, so I have been trying really hard to live my best life, guys, as a cat. I started getting jealous of my cat. So she would be just lying around the sun all day, and I'm like, oh yeah, you lucky bitch, you. Then I'm like, why am I being jealous of my cat? It's so stupid. I can just do it too. What am I jealous? I'll just join her. So I've been laying in the sun. That's been lovely. I have been testing gravity. It still works. Hopefully that does too. It does. Then, that's the most important thing cats do is check the gravity. Then, whenever I can see the bottom of my plate, I start complaining. I'm like, hey, I can see the bottom of my plate. Is anyone else worried? We are. No one else is worried about this. Just me. Okay. I'll just keep going until somebody fixes it, and if they fix it, I'll walk away. I'll eat it later. When my boyfriend's reading a book, I'm like, hey, busy. Too bad. Now pet me. Pet my hair. Okay. Did anyone notice that we treated COVID way more seriously than we ever did STDs? Whenever I was within 6 feet of someone who tested positive for COVID, I then had to call everyone that I was within 6 feet of to let them know I'd been within 6 feet of someone who had been tested positive for COVID. And then all of a sudden the relationship is way more serious than it was before COVID. Now all of a sudden they have questions like, who was it? For how long? Was it worth it? I don't want to see you again. For 2 weeks. I mean, 10 days. I mean, 5 days. Pretty soon I'll see you tomorrow. That's where we're headed. So, you're going to think I'm crazy, but I'm telling you guys, I'm going to think my life is a TV show. It might be a TV show. I'm not crazy. It's probably aliens watching it. I don't know. So it started with when I would come into work, people would applaud. I know I do a good job, but why were the customers applauding? That seemed a bit off. Then people started recapping things that had just happened. I was there. There's no need to recap. I don't like sports. The recapping it makes it even worse. Now I have to hear about it again. I know it was rush and busy. Then my 13-year-old, he went through a phase where he was writing 20th Century Fox everywhere. He would do it as art. It would be in Legos, lights and everything. It would be on Minecraft. It was spray painted in my basement. The last straw was one day I walk into my shower and it's on my shower wall in very big, bold 20th Century Fox. I'll wait. We'll get to that one later. Then, I stopped. Or did I lose my sponsorship? Which is it? Am I doing comedy or am I breaking the fourth wall right now? I don't know. If you don't know, I don't know. So during the pandemic, I need to tell you something else first. There is a reason. I have figured it out. I've done a lot of thinking about this. I know why we have not elected a female president yet. I know. First off, America is a really young country. We're young compared to a lot of the countries out there. And we're basically like a teenager. And no teenager votes mom as the coolest. None. And let me tell you, everyone's scared that she is going to make us clean our room before we can play any more capitalism. And they're right. She probably will. So while I was holed up with my kids during COVID, I discovered something called Skype with a Scientist, and I was able to connect my kids with scientists. They didn't care. They were not interested at all. I did it for me. I used them as an excuse so that these scientists would be willing to talk to me. And I can only keep my kids there for 10 minutes, and then they just run off. And I let them, because I want to talk to this scientist, and you're distracting me. If you don't care, I'll tell you later, if it's, really good. So when I was talking to the scientist, he showed us all these like dinosaur bones, and he brought us to this Columbian mammoth skull that they had found during like an excavation of some sort. And it was huge. And they were like, we were able to extract the DNA from this. And we found out that this mammoth, who was a Columbian mammoth, I didn't even know there were multiple kinds, had a great-grandmother on his mother's side that was a woolly mammoth. They could figure all that out just from the DNA. That blew my mind. I'm like, wow, humans are so smart. So why do I have to look both ways at a rotary? We can do better, guys. We can do better. So I asked the scientist, when you're in the field, how do you tell the difference between a rock and a fossil? And he's like, I am so glad you asked me. So if you want to know the difference, you have to lick it. If it sticks to your tongue, it's a fossil. If it doesn't, you just licked a rock. And I got excited. I was like, wow, I finally found a job for all those unemployed toddlers. I can just see it now. I'm on my way with my rocks and fossils, but oh no, it's nap time. And they unionized, so I can't even lick it myself. I have to wait. Then, though, at the end of the day, once the robots are doing most of the jobs, we're going to be pissed off that the toddlers took our jobs licking rocks. We're going to want those jobs. Why do the toddlers get to lick rocks? I want that job. We'll get mad. We'll be like, oh man, the robots are doing all this stuff. Now all we have to do is go clean the ocean. This is why I didn't vote for a I will end with this joke, and then I'll bring you our first of many comics tonight. Yes, Bella. Did you want to come up tonight? I didn't give you that opportunity. Okay, so we have a practice makes comedy of letting any of the kids that show up have 5 minutes. And I usually do it before y'all get here. And I forgot because I had to do the setup. So this will be a little different. Trying to decide whether I should put you right now or last, Miss Bella. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, let's give you 2 minutes. Is that okay? Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, so everyone, this is the lovely Bella. Please give it up for Bella. want me to leave this here or move it? It's out.
All right, this performance will be called Woody, Jesse, Buzz, and Bo Peep dancing. Quick. Hey, howdy, hey. I'm the first one to dance.
Woo, Woody! Oh, his hat.
Ow!
Where do I have? Mic check.
That's my dance moves.
Good job, Woody.
Oh, excuse me. Do you mean Woody? Did you hear Woody?
I said Woody. Oh, I definitely said Woody.
Oh, never mind. Just checking.
Thanks for checking.
Because I couldn't hear her. Hi there. I'm Jesse, and I'm the next one.
Hey, Jesse.
Hey, cowgirl.
Yeah.
Woo!
I don't know what that is.
Okay. Resting. Hey there, guys.
Hey, Buzz.
I'm gonna do the silly dance moves. Spanish dance moves. Okay. Wait, no, I'll do this. You too. All right. That's what's complete. Levi's favorite character.
Say peeper.
Whoa, I like she's doing karate.
Whoa!
Nice.
Whoa! Whoa!
All right, Bella, you got one. You got time for a grand finale.
Wait. That's my dance moves.
Good job, everybody.
Good job, everybody.
And that's the
Good job.
performance, guys.
Most excellent.
That is the best. All right. Thank you, Bella, and the team from Toy Story. All right. Are y'all ready for your first, well, I guess your third comic at this point? All right. Like I said earlier, this comic I've been trying to get on this show since pretty much not since it started, but since it started here. I've been like, hey, come be on this show. He's like, no, I'm too cool. So please give it up for the man who finally said yes, Ryan Arnold.
Wow, this is really nice. I like it. And also, is this a dragon up here?
Yeah.
Wearing cool hoop earrings? I knew it. I always knew that dragons wore hoop earrings, and until this moment, I've never been able to completely prove it. So, however the rest of this set goes, I'm vindicated and will remain so for the immediate future. This is a nice space. It's cozy and intimate. I like a place where I can almost touch both of the walls, but not quite. It gives me a sense of my own limitations, which I need. I really. It's great to be here. In fact, you guys, that's my white privilege. You know? I just flew into Holyoke, and boy, are my arms already covered in track marks. What's great about that joke is that it works no matter what city you say it in. It's like that everywhere. If I seem a little awkward or uncomfortable tonight while I'm up here, I just want you to know that it's nothing you did. It's not you at all. Usually I perform wearing blue jeans because they get more and more comfortable them on. Unlike this cock ring. I don't know how I got this thing on, and to be honest, I don't know how I'm going to get it off. But I sure am not going to make that your problem at this juncture. I just thought you should know in case you were wondering what's going on. I suffer from anxiety and depression, and if you don't know the difference, then I bet you're not very funny. I try to be nice to people. I try to read their facial expressions and what it is they're trying to convey, but it's really difficult, right? Every time somebody says hello to me, I react like they threw a ball that I wasn't ready for. Oh, hi. Ah, I don't know what to do in this situation. It's difficult. I'm 36, but I have a hot 18-year-old Dodge Caravan. And I named it the General Lee, but not in your thinking. It's because that's the way that it runs. I don't think age should be a number, though. I think that we should be able to tell people the name of the first album that we ever owned, and then they extrapolate your age based on that. Like I would say, hi, I'm Ryan, and I'm MC Hammer's Too Legit to Quit cassette tape single. Say, whatever happened to MC Hammer anyway? I'll tell you, he fucking quit. What a twist. That was the last thing I ever would have expected. He wasn't legit at all, let alone as legit as he told us he was. I guess that's why they say never to meet your heroes, right? I've been told often that I have a rapier wit, but nobody will tell me what it's rapier than. So I feel like I've lost a little perspective in the translation, right? It's very difficult. I bought my very first pair of white pants recently because I was sick of not being able to remember my last meatball feast. Now I remember each and every one. I just go, oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. That one down here, that was definitely a good one. You might not be able to believe this because I look pretty put together up on stage now, but I actually went through some dark years. Seriously. But I was completely justified because I thought heroin was a performance-enhancing drug. That's because my sport was competitive vomiting. But I was about the best you ever saw, I swear. They called me the gusher, or sometimes the geyser, or even the Alabama banana hammock. But like all great athletes, I had to retire at some point. So in the year of our Lord, 2005, I went to rehab thrice. And I moved to Florida. And when I was a little bit more straightened out, I realized that when you bottom out on drugs, the only road back to polite society is to get a license to sell real estate. That's true. Write it down. So that's what I did. I got the license and I moved back to Massachusetts, got a job at Century 21. But that's when I discovered LSD. You guys ever done some LSD? Some of you. Well, I was working in a real estate office. I had taken to wearing a mismatched Goodwill red suit, so I looked like an off-Broadway devil. And I would take like handfuls of LSD to the point my eyes would dilate so big that I looked like a demon from hell with completely black eyes. And in this state, I would try to sell people houses that they wanted to live in. I would take them on little tours, and they would go a little like this. Mr. and Mrs. Robinson, you are going to love this place. It's got a huge backyard. It's got fireplaces in every room. There's one small problem. The walls are melting. But I know you're not going to let that keep you from buying this house. In fact, Mr. Robinson, can I see you over here privately? It's a completely, Mr. Robinson, I can see that you and I are alike. We're both giant lizards with birthday cakes for eyes. And I can tell by the look on your face that you're not going to let a little melting walls or a talking couch or where the upstairs toilet used to be is now an all-seeing eye that judges everything you do. You're not going to let that keep you from buying property, are you? Point of fact, I did not sell that house. It's okay. Who would have bought that house in the first place? So I did the sensible thing and gave up on selling real estate, but it's probably for the best. I kept off the dope. I stopped doing LSD every day. I even gave up smoking crack. Thank you, I appreciate it. But it was for nothing, as it turned out, because there really were a bunch of spiders in my apartment. It's like Morissette says, guys, you live, you learn, all right? I probably shouldn't have been doing all those drugs in the first place. You know, I wasn't that healthy when I was a kid. I used to be in a high school dance group for kids with breathing problems. We were called Asthmataz. And we were great. I thought we were going to win regionals one year, but in the middle of our big every breath you take number, one of the kids collapsed and had to be medevaced to the nearest hotel. We came in second. It's tough. My girlfriend is really mad at me right now because last week she came home early and she caught me, breeding spiders in our apartment. I said, I don't know what you're so bent out of shape about. You didn't complain about all the free eggs you were getting. She should have become suspicious when I first stopped bringing eggs home in cartons of 1 dozen and began bringing them home in egg sacks of thousands. You know women. They love their eggs, I tell you. The other day, I came home and I confessed, I want to be polyamorous. That means I fuck parrots. And I've been really worried that somebody was going to come in through the door and catch me with a parrot and take it completely wrong. So I found a really elegant solution. I taught my parrot to say, it was all my idea. And then I jump in real quick and I say, no more questions. My parrot is very tired and needs to get back to the perch. Back to the perch. I am from Berkshire County originally, but I lived in the Pioneer Valley for 6 years, and I love it more than any place I've ever been. I live in Northampton specifically, and in the surrounding towns, Northampton is famous for having a lot of, mischievous crows. That's right. If you're not aware of this problem, a crow is this animal who makes a noise like he's about to throw a beer bottle at you. Caw! Hey, crow, come here. Anybody ever tell you you kind of sound like an asshole? And your biggest problem is public relations. I think they were having a meeting, and one crow stepped forward. He said, guys, I know how we can redeem our terrible reputation. What if we called a group of us something that people really like a violent crime? So they voted, of course, and they decided on a murder of crows. After their original first choice, an aggravated rape of crows was determined to be a little too hot for TV. And that's the story of crow rebranding. Now they get all the bird pussy. And as my grandmother always used to say, bird pussy is its own reward. Completely true. So like I said, I've been in a relationship for a long time. This is our anniversary this weekend, actually. Been together for 9 years, which sounds like an awfully long time to be with a comedian. You're not wrong. But we got together back in the time of flip phones, so we didn't have all the apps, your Tinders and Bumblers and whatnot. We had to meet in real life, and now I have friends who are single, and they're always on these apps for hooking up, and they make it sound really cool. I almost get jealous sometimes, until I found out that there's an app you can download just like Tinder, but it's for folks who are in relationships. It's called Grubhub. Turn your sexual energy into empty fucking calories. That's our motto. They got apps for pretty much any kind of food you want. You got your McDonald's app and your Dunkin' Donuts app, and what's the name of that one where you can order any sandwich? Grindr. The sandwich is free, but you do have to suck the guy's cock. A fair deal, but it's gotta be a really good sandwich. If you guys don't think that Bugs Bunny is kind of an asshole, I don't think you've ever tried to have a conversation with somebody that's eating a carrot. It can actually be really trying. And that's not even the worst thing about Bugs Bunny. Have you ever been hanging out with him in a bar or something? He doesn't stick around at all. You'll be hanging out with him 1 minute, next minute, he's gone. And you look across the way and you see a beautiful woman. Not just somebody you want to take home and have a one-night stand with, somebody, I don't know why, you feel like you could really get to know and who would really get you. So you walk across the room and you say, excuse me, miss, I don't want to bother you. And I swear, I never do this, but I just saw you standing over here and I felt like I had to come talk to you. And as you're waiting for her response and it continues not to come, that's when you realize this beautiful woman is just 24 sticks of dynamite stuffed in a dress with a wig on top. And that's when you curse Bugs Bunny. And the dynamite explodes. That's pretty tough. My favorite thing about incest porn is that if you don't like it, all you have to do is turn off the sound and it instantly becomes regular porn. That seems pretty cool to me. Well, I think it's pretty cool. I remember when I was a kid, I was always afraid that there was a monster who lived in my closet, right? And now that I'm an adult, I think kids wouldn't be so afraid of monsters if we would just tell them about pedophiles. A monster's not trying to fuck you. Except Dracula. That Dracula's a real rascal, but come on. What kid doesn't want to get fucked by Dracula? I'm pretty sure that's the entire plot of the movie Labyrinth. I don't know if you know this fella, Count Dracula, but his basic MO is he turns into a bat and then flies over you, and in doing so, he wipes his big old bat dick on the back of your neck. And before you have like 1 second to say, what was that? Some kind of bat dick or something? He is gone. And let me tell you something. Don't be naive. You are never going to see Count Dracula again. Because that man is one and done. And so am I. Thank you very much. Give it up again for your awesome host. Thank you so much.
Give it up again for Ryan Arnold. All right, so we have another comic coming up, and I saw her for the first time on Wednesday. In fact, she existed for the first time on Wednesday as a comic, at least. Please give it up for Taylor. This is only her second time doing comedy, unless she snuck out last night. Hello, everybody. Who here does not like going to the dentist?
So I'm a dental hygienist, and I don't want to be there either anymore. I didn't sign up for this. Yeah, between the PPE and the stress, I feel like I've aged about 10 years and 2 years. But at 27, I feel like I still look like I could go to Euphoria High School. So yeah, apparently there's memes about that all over social media. I don't have social media, but I used to think that was something cool, like made me edgy. But then I was watching that show, You, another great show, and the main character is a stalker murderer, and he doesn't have social media. And his landlord told him that that was a red flag. So, but I've been thinking about rejoining social media so that I can stalk my ex-boyfriend and his future girlfriend. So, yeah, so I identify as a simp. One of my favorite simpy things to do for a guy is to shave his pubes for him. Hear me out. It's not degrading for me at all. I get off on the nurturing aspect of it. And I've done this several times. One time a guy let me shave from ankle to, and it backfired because he complained about being cold for 3 weeks and had to wear long johns under his jeans. So it must be so hard. Sorry. So every time they look like a dog at the groomers. And so call it simping, but it's a power move. So so speaking of power moves, a little bit of a story. So I live in like old house, it's 3 floors. I live on the 2nd floor. My neighbor, the tenant on the 1st floor, we're cool, but he gets a little comfortable, and he told me I had a nice ass one time. And it's fine. I don't need to tell on him. I don't need to tell the landlord. I'll take matters into my own hands because I know my bedroom is above his. So every morning I rip ass as loud as possible so he can appreciate this ass and what it's capable of. And I hope he hears me, and I don't care. I'm not ashamed. That's my power move. Yeah, so I think that's all I have for you guys for tonight. So thank you for listening.
Give it up for Taylor. Woo. Wonderful. All right, just budding, just starting. I was like, come to my show, I'll put you on. All right, so our next comic tonight was so gracious to be available. And when I had a cancellation, she'll probably cancel on me if her rabbit ever dies, so it's all right. Please, practice makes comedy. Put your hands together for Lauren Callahan. I'll do this.
Hey, everybody. Thank you, Mama Swan. Give it up for everyone you've seen. Very funny. Ryan and Taylor and Bella at Bella and Company. Thank you. Yes. All right. Hello. Hello, the fans. I wish I could zoom in with my vision and read your comments. The adoring public. You'll have to excuse me, everybody. I just came in from a 3-legged race. Boy, is my dick tired. Ryan, I learned about the cloaca this one time. You seem like an expert in bird pussy. So this makes me wonder what do all of the birds have a cloaca?
I don't know. I'll check.
Okay. It's a multi-purpose butt and butt and sexual organ. That's what a cloaca is.
No, they just have one. Okay.
No,
Make it bigger.
I don't want help.
I'm sorry.
I can do it myself.
I found my way
See,
here.
I did it myself. Oh God! All right, this is getting serious. Thanks, Rachel, because I do want to be very official as I give everyone a serious public health announcement. I'm a bit of a Jill of all trades, So before I entertain you, I'll just give you some medical advice. The latest variant is transmissible through earwax. Just kidding, it's not. Phew, I just need one orifice I can pick at. You're like, Lauren, you have 2 ears, you have 2 orifices you can pick at. Yeah, but they're different sizes because God made me perfect but not symmetrical, and my finger only fits in one ear comfortably. But at least I have that. Do we have any cat people? Yeah, all right. Cat people. Purr. Yes. I like cats. They're cool. They're very, I don't know, aerodynamic or something. I can see the point in a cat, but I don't think I can have one. They're too sexual. If you don't understand, it's because you're not good at petting cats. I was a roommate with a cat. I had a roommate with a cat. And I warmed up to the guy, I come out of the bathroom and think that I'm safe. Oh, there's a panther. Mr. Meeks. Okay. So he has snuck up, but I give him a little action on top of the head. I give it to him under the chin. He's pretty into it. And he starts pulling out all these complicated moves. He's pulling out moves, guys. He's all over the floor, weaving between the ankles. And I hear the front door. My reaction is nothing, because these cats, guys, I don't know, maybe Catholics can't have cats. Catholic is cat-holic. I don't know. Is it something? I have a different animal. I do have a rabbit. Do not take her name in vain. I'll use a pseudonym, Bunaroo, all right, just to protect your privacy. But so I have a rabbit, but I identify with the prey animals, and I think that's why it's an appropriate creature for me. Because before, all right, well, as I was leaving my burrow to come here, I'm fluffing my hair to, as much as possible to make me appear larger to predators. We think alike, Why is the rabbit so fucking tense all the time? What? I'm just taking your poop. She's stealing our poop! The danger signal. I got the danger signal. Why is she so high strung? It's because she knows how delicious she is. So do I. Oh, it's a weird time. I don't know. But she's not relaxing. She's a stressful person in my life. I think I'm minding my own business, just being in her room. And she's looking at me like this. So how do I even know she's prey animals with the eyes on either side of the head? I don't even know she's looking at me for sure until I see her adjusting her gaze and depth perception. Little freak. Thinks she's better than me because she's got more nipples. Like I'm not a real mammal or something. Whatever, rodent, go eat some grass. But that was a microaggression because I know she's not a rodent. Rodents hold their food. Rabbits don't hold their food. Rabbits are a lagomorph. All right, smarty pantses. What are the other lagomorphs? What are the other lagomorphs in the lagomorph family? It's got to be a pretty big family, huh? Have I probably go pull a bunch of lagomorphs? No. There's there's jackrabbits. Those are the same thing as hares. There's rabbits, and there's jackalopes. And science is out on those guys. So it's not a big family. I don't know. It's lagomorphs, whatever. It's fine. I like them. I think rabbits are good at meditating. I think they are. I decided I wanted to meditate and just like sit, So I started trying that. Somebody told me I should do a heart coherence meditation. That'd be better. So I was like, okay, great. First things first, I'm going to just look up a track that's an hour-long recording of a heartbeat and listen to that. I thought that would be a great place to start. I don't know. It was creative. And I thought that I knew what heart sounded like. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. No. The heartbeat sounded like this. That's what's happening inside your chests, you guys. Big old sloppy wet heartbeats. Full of love. Learning about love. Do you guys believe that 0 is a number? Maybe. I don't know. Okay, you can think of that internally. That's fine. You can keep it to yourself. Sometimes I don't know whether I'm talking about a math question or we're just stoned to the back of Rachel's car. I actually got asked that in a math class. I got asked that in a math class at an age where, let's say I was 9, and I had just been learning a lot about Christian martyrs and standing up for your beliefs. And they said, if you believe that 0's a number, go stand by the windows. And if you think it's not, go stand by the doors, whatever it was. Okay. So I was like, okay, what do I really believe? 3, 2, 1, go. And I thought that I would at least be hanging out with the other half of the class that no, guys. I started walking over towards the windows, turned around and realized I was alone. And I started breathing like this. And I missed the end of that math class because I had hiccups. And I was by the cubbies trying to get over my hiccups. And I wasn't really crying. I'm a big-hearted lady. But I wasn't crying for people because I felt bad for them being bad at math. So why was I crying? Why was I so emotionally invested in whether 0 is a number? I don't know. Does anyone else have feelings from back in the 1900s that you're still not really sure why you had those feelings? I solved it. I think I solved it recently. I was like, there's no logical reason to cry about numbers or even standing up for your beliefs about math because it's a math class. And by the end of it, whatever. I think it was a past life trauma because I got stoned to death. You're like, I don't know. Do you believe God invented 0? That was probably how I died. and I made a really big impact on the world dying for that. Yeah. It's weird. It's hard to make small talk in the age of Aquarius. I don't know if you've noticed. How do you feel about having a highly tense society? Are you loving it? Yeah. So, age of Aquarius, it's here. I don't know. That's what they told me. June 2021. Me and my coworker are trying to be friends at work. she says, "Hey, did you hear about?" And starts telling this story. And I was expecting something like, "Did you hear about the Taylor Swift album dropping?" Something normal like that. Because no, I didn't hear about that. But it was, "Did you hear that they're gonna announce, the military and Air Force is going to announce its UFO sightings and release a report to Congress on, and it's going to be covered by the regular media." Really? Really? As if that was, I don't know. That was surprising, but it happened. Like before it, we were talking about it. My coworkers like, "I sure hope they don't politicize aliens." Now, I didn't know a thing about whatever they were going to announce, but I knew they were going to politicize it, guys. It's just like, I don't know. It's just going to be extraterrestrials. I don't trust them. Or like extraterrestrials. It's going to be, "Oh, you teleported here? Well, we came via flying saucer, the legal way." Like aliens will come here, ETs will come here and immediately be against each other. You'll be trying to get to some intergalactic tale, you'll get to use pickup lines you never thought you'd get to use. Like, "Oh, what star system did you fall out of?" And she'll be like, "AlphaTauri." And you'll be like, "AlphaTauri, what is this, Aldebaran life forms antimatter?" Because you watched the news and let it ruin your sex life. And then suddenly your parents will find out about something. The whole world will find out about something, and then they'll be experts on it. They'll be like, "You're not getting the anal probe? Oh, you're anal probe questioning? You're probe hesitant? You're abduction negative?" I guess I'll leave you on a little health tip, because I think this is about time for me to get out of here. I don't know. How am I doing?
Got a minute and
Okay, great. So it is time for a health tip. Great. It's the power of plants is fantastic, guys. But the important thing is to eat them in large, intolerable quantities that defy your taste buds and what your body wants you to do. And that's the way to make it medicinal. So give it up for me, everybody. I just did an asparagus cleanse. Thank you. Yes, very healthy. Yes. The trick to doing an asparagus cleanse is to get lost in Hadley and buy some asparagus, and then you eat it all yourself because you're single. All right, I'm out of here.
All right, give it up for Lauren. I'm going to talk about her for a second. Let me tell you about this woman. On March 25th, what are you doing? She's doing it's a class, right?
No, there's a show.
It's a show. She's doing an improv show, an improv comedy show, right here at Descant Studios. If you don't know where that is, it's in Holyoke, 1115 Main Street.
If you want to be on the show, talk to me.
If you want to be on the show, talk to her.
Right on.
She's right there. You can also find her probably. I don't know if I should tell people where you are. Yeah. And did you want me to tell? It's like, it says $40 on here. $40 for what? For going?
No further.
Okay.
Skip that part.
Skip that part. This was also her shopping list, so it was a little confusing. All right. Are y'all ready for your next comic? Me too. Coming to the stage is the artist who made our Practice Makes Comedy sign here. Oh no, where's the song I was going to use for it? Oh, there it is. You forgot what? Who?
Name, I can't remember brain. Sorry.
Who was I going to put?
Me.
Lisa.
You were supposed to.
You're going after. Oh, is it?
I know she's standing up.
I thought you said it was going to be third, which would be fourth because
I'm sorry. Okay, so here's what happens when practice makes comedy that I have made overly complicated and confusing because I have ADD and I keep coming up with new ideas all the time and fucking with myself. So I like get 4 comics that do 15 minutes and then I have like 4 spots that are 5 minutes between those comics. And well, comparatively. All right, so which one do you want to go next? You know, like, I'll cue the music. Okay. I'm sorry for the confusion. It's just been that kind of day. What's going on with astrology today?
The latest full moon was in Leo. What do you expect?
Oh, full moon's in Leo. I don't know what that means, but I know with Leos, that never works out well for me.
Hi, I'm Leo Rising.
Please give it up for this Leo rising that has come into the stage. She's also a Pisces, Aurora Sheba.
Hello. I am trying to battle the lights with these funny looking glasses. And I almost deleted every single joke that I just did. Hang on. Cancel. Got it.
And now there's no joke.
Right. I just gotta press the wrong button. Oh. So I made this joke on my own, but my daughter decided to tell me that's on TikTok, Mom. And I'm like, oh, did I really write it? Or did I just hear it on TikTok and want to take credit for stupid things? But the joke I had come up with is, what do you call a professional racer? A racist. And she busted my bubble. You're my kid, you're allowed to do that.
Cool.
So I had this joke that I was told in high school, and it stuck with me forever. And I added to it so that it's not just verbage. I can't think of the right words. How do you say pussy backwards? How do you say penis backwards? Snip. Seems like girls are only getting the good side. So I go to therapy on the regular, not just here. And every time I think of the word therapist, I read it the rapist. And I get flashbacks that I need to see a therapist for. Funny enough, we never really get around to talking about that. She always wants to talk about what happened the week before. And I'm like, my trauma didn't happen. You gotta go farther back, dumbass. Who cares what happened this week? What happened way back then? Yeah, therapists, they're not all that great, though. They're rapists. They rape you for cash. That's all. So who here likes spring? Who's here is ready for spring? Holy shit, this cold weather's biting my ass. It'll finally be warm enough outside again. But man, I got allergies like a mofo, and it's a pollen bukkake out there. The pollen gets all up in my nose and in my eyes, and snot and tears are always dripping from my face, and it makes me look just like a porn star. Stop trying to get rid of my jokes. Thank you. Now I forgot where we were. Oh yeah, allergies are no joke though. You enjoy that shit from either inside or on drugs. I myself need a tranquilizer called Help. My face is exploding from every orifice. Now available as a suppository or makeup setting spray. For those of you who don't wear makeup, setting spray is like hairspray for your face after you've put on your war paint. Females, you know what I'm talking about. And it keeps the lady's face paint on, so it doesn't look like it's melting like a crayon on a hot sidewalk. Women will do anything not to look like the portrait their child drew of them. I really look like that. Why didn't you tell me? But looks aren't everything, right?
No.
And thank God, or none of us would get laid. Not that I'm worried. Where are we? Oh, my favorite thing to do as a mother is to burst into my kid's room, singing at the top of my lungs and twerking. It's bonus points if I know that video with her friend who does not know who I am. Because when I'm by myself, I'm crazy. When I'm in front of people, I'm scared and I'm shy and I want to piss myself like a chihuahua. But by myself, I'm like a Rottweiler. Everything's great. Just don't want to look at anyone. Just don't make eye contact with me. Why are you trying to get rid of my jokes? He keeps going, you want to delete this now? I'm like, fuck you. I just read it. So at night, I like to really wind down at night and I watch pedophiles cry after getting caught. It is the most relaxing thing. And I would do this daily if they bottled that shit up. Makes me sleep like a baby. Hope I don't turn them on. Growing up, I wanted to be a mortician. I decided against it when I realized how many living people I would have to deal with. The dead people are not a problem. They are not in that shell anymore. The living people are a huge problem. They want things and they like talking to me and be in the same room as me. I don't want to delete my joke, fucker. I think that's everything I got for today. Thank you.
All right, one more time for Aurora Sheba. Ooh, you all have fun? You all having fun tonight? I am. All right, so this next comic, she is known as the Dirty Church Lady. I've hit play and it ignored me. Yeah. Hi, Lisa's church. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the most wonderful Lisa Wentworth.
Oh, yeah, my favorite song, Brick House. I would try and dance for you guys, but I was born with a birth defect. It's called white. And, yeah, and the main problem is no rhythm. But I'm actually hoping that I can maybe get some of that by injection, from someone a little more ethnic than me. We'll have to see how that goes. So everybody, many of the people in this room know me. If there's anybody from my church watching online, they know me too. So none of this stuff is going to come as a surprise. You guys know that Dave Chappelle says that only fun people have AIDS, right? Well, guess what, guys? I'm a fun motherfucker. How do you think I got that shit? Yeah, you're over here talking about, STDs. I got the ultimate motherfucking STD, people. Yes, I did. Yep, so for 31 fucking years, don't judge a book by its cover. 31 years. I've been holding that shit together. I joked around when COVID came into town, you guys. I thought that shit was hilarious. I was like, I got the cure for COVID. It's AIDS. I'm not going to get COVID because I'm already on antiretrovirals. I've been like fucking kicking COVID's ass for 31 years. I ain't going to get that shit. People, I ain't been sick not a day in my life from HIV. 31 years. Not one fucking day. Had a kid, perfectly fine. I've been on these meds now for a whole bunch of years. And they're doing great things. But in the beginning of this shit, I was trying to date. So you can imagine what my dating pool looks like. Fuck you, grinders and, plenty of fish and Christian Mingle. I got pause.com. And let me tell you, I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel with the fucking choices that are left over. The people that didn't die of AIDS or who are fucking ex-drug addicts or whatever. Like, I'm not even joking, you guys, but I'm going to tell you about a few of my winning freaking dates. So I'm talking to this guy. He's 6'7". He's got green eyes. He's in New Jersey, ladies. And he says he's an artist who doesn't believe in material things. What does that mean? Broke as fuck, don't have shit, right? Yeah, exactly. I was thinking dude probably lives in a barn in a loft, with sheep and shit. Had a dick. I ain't seen one in 8.5 years, and I was thinking about driving to New Jersey for that. All this dude had to do was pass the phone test. How hard could it be? I went first. I was like, hey, dude, I went to Florida to be my girlfriend's maid of honor. I got knocked up, and now I got a 20-year-old. Now it's his turn to share. And this is what he thinks is relevant information to share with me. It's winning with this freaking statement, people. I masturbate in front of my sister. Come again? Oh, no, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Left swipe, fuck that shit. But you guys, I'm no quitter, although it did take me 5 years to try internet dating again. That's how traumatized I was by jerking off in front of my sister. I am a comedian. I wanted to ask how old his sister was, but never mind. Too much information. Anyway, you guys, so I'm trying this again. And you know how it is. Dude sends you a picture. He's standing in front of a motorcycle looking hot as hell. Puerto Rican, my age, got a kid my age. Things are like looking great. Like, I cannot wait to fuck a Puerto Rican on a motorcycle. Like, I'm so excited, you guys. Can't wait to meet him. It's the day before we're supposed to hook up. And I'm sure I was going to hook up with him. Yes, I was. Don't judge me. 8.5 years. Anyway, you guys, day before we're supposed to meet up, he calls me up and he says, hey, Lise, there was a little incident at work and a box fell on my dentures and broke them. Well, guess what, dude? I stopped wearing a bra 3.5 years ago due to excessive hot flashes. I ain't seen a dick in 8.5 years. Hop your ass in your little car and get over here. By the way, I'm missing some teeth in the back too. We'll see how that works out later. Hurry up and get here. I ain't playing with you. So you guys, day of, I'm super excited. My son's sitting on the front step. And I'm like, what are you doing, dude? And he goes, I'm waiting for your man. I'm going to ask him what his intentions are with my mother. And as a mother, I'm like all ooey gooey. Oh, that's so sweet. And then he goes, or I'm waiting for my girlfriend, whoever fucking shows up first. Asshole, I hate you anyway. Go to your room. Jerk. Doesn't matter that you're 25. Fucking go to your room, you little fucking puke face. Anyway, you guys, dude text me. He's around the corner. I'm so excited. Like, I'm practically married. All right. So I'm, few things though. Okay. So like I'm like dancing excited in the other room. Here he is. Oh yes, I'm gonna get some. I'm so excited. Guys, I whipped open that door and I don't know what the fuck was standing in front of me, but it wasn't what was advertised in the motherfucking photo. Let me just tell you, it was some sort of bait and switch shit. Dude drove all the way from Rochester, New York, people, with 0 fucking teeth in his mouth. 0. I have 10 more than that motherfucker. Come on now. Yeah, exactly. But did I mention I ain't seen a dick in 8.5 years? So don't judge me when I say yes, I fucked him. What? I just put a bag over his head and pretended I was fucking somebody else. You all do it too. I'm kidding, you guys. I'm kidding. In the famous words of Randy Jackson, it's a motherfucking no for me, dog. Keep that shit moving. So shit hasn't been going very well. I've been by myself for a long time. But after 8.5 years, 3,102 dick-free days, I finally did meet somebody. And I want to know something, guys. Why is it that before you bang a chick, you take her out to dinner, you pay for it, you open the car doors, you bring the fucking condoms, and then after you bang a bitch, it's like, open your own door, pay for your own food. Bitch, why didn't you bring the condoms? Because I don't got a dick to put them on. That's your job. But you know, dropping the ball all the time, motherfuckers. Lazy as fuck. So, you guys, I have excessive hot flashes. I'm old. I shaved my mustache for you guys before I came up here today. I want you to know it's so much harder to get ready. Like, you got to shave your legs. You got to shave your mustache. I had to put on my ankle brace. Like, I'm fucking old. This shit's hard. So, yeah, all that just to get here, and I'm stoned, and I forgot what the fuck I was going to say. Oh, I know. Hot flashes, yes. So I've had them excessively, like they're horrible. Ryan just got to witness one in the back row. I'm like, oh, fucking stripping. Here we go. Yeah, it was great when I was doing a thing at the strip club. I was like, oh my God, it's easy to take your clothes off. Look. Like, I was like, stripping my clothes off there because I was having a hot flash. But after I went to my doctor this year, after COVID and being stuck with my sweaty self for 2 years, I'm like, I can't take this shit no more. So I was like, bitch, give me something for hot flashes. I need some hormones quick. Like, I'm not joking about this shit. Okay. She put me on antidepressants. to treat my hot flashes. Yeah, they were depressing. But let me tell you some of the side effects to being on instance. Fucking weight gain. Look at this shit. My camel toe's looking great though with my weight gain. Let me just tell you, that shit fucking great. Dry mouth, excessive thirst. I'm like, everything freaking hurts. I'm just like, I'm really bitchy and miserable too. That's like really not conducive to fucking great mental health. I'm a big cunt now. I'm mean. I'm not even nice. But the biggest problem, people, is CPS. No, not Child Protective Services. They don't call when you're, well, I guess they do call if you're depressed and you're fucking with your kid, but I'm talking about cripple pussy syndrome. Cripple pussy syndrome should be written on the fucking side of the antidepressant bottle that's what you're going to get. You will never bust a nut again, no matter how motherfucking hard you try on this shit. That's how I broke, twisted my ankle. I was trying to masturbate. Don't ask. don't ask. But anyway, I also hurt my wrist. I know life's rough, you guys. It's really rough. But let me see what I have for time. So okay, cool. I do love weed. I think it's one of the best things ever. It doesn't usually get me into too much trouble. I have been single for a minute. I was joking with my friends. I'm staying in Holyoke, dog sitting right down the street actually, and we do comedy at this place called the Unicorn. And I just happened to notice that online tonight that they have like Spanish dancing and stuff. And back in the day when I was young and spry and used to go out there, okay, BA before AIDS, back where I probably got it was at the Unicorn, actually, fucking a Puerto Rican guy from there. I'm not just saying. I was planning on going back to get reintroduced, let's just say. No, I actually told all my friends, like, y'all better make sure I go home and go to bed by myself. I'm not even playing. Like tequila and Puerto Rican dudes. That actually sounds like kind of fun. It's Friday night, right? Hey, no, I'm kidding. I'm not going there. But you guys, I do. I seriously, I love weed. I think it's hilariously fun. I've been smoking forever. To me, it's like my medicine. I never really tried mushrooms. My son had tried them, and he had a really great experience. He was with his friends. He was telling me how awesome it was, and I was like, "Oh, dude, like, you know, I'm adventurous. I'm gonna try some new shit. Like, I want to try some mushrooms." So I did an eighth by myself at home, all by myself, while Josh was at work. And Josh is my son, and so I didn't know. Maybe you shouldn't do them by yourself, and maybe you shouldn't do that much. I didn't know. And then you definitely shouldn't watch Grey's Anatomy. No, not the 2-hour special when somebody dies. Because I don't think I would have cried that much if all you motherfuckers died right now in front of my face. But I cried. Let me just tell you, man, some heartbreaking shit. All right? Hilarious. I call up my son. I'm like, yo, fucker, when am I going to stop crying? He goes, Mom, you got to like change your, change the room, change the mood, whatever. Watch something funny. You guys, I started watching Live PD. I almost pissed myself laughing. I had the best time. I had such a much better trip. It was fine. It was fantastic. I'm doing comedy in Connecticut one night. My son calls me up. He also smokes weed. Hey, Mom, is there any weed in the house? And I was like, no, dude. Like, there's like an eighth of mushrooms in the house somewhere. And I was joking because we know it's not a good idea to do them by your fucking self. Like, we've already discussed this. He solved my problem. Anyway, dude takes the mushrooms. I get a phone call. Hey, Mom, shit's not going good. I'm like, what's the matter? I took the mushrooms and I'm fucking freaking out. I was like, well, dude, like, you're on mushrooms. Like, stop freaking out. Like, just change the mood, change the room, do something different. And I was like, dude, I'm driving in Connecticut and I'm not allowed to be on the phone. I got to hang up. Click. He calls me back. Mom, that's just not even funny. Cut it out. I need you to talk to me. Like, how much longer until you're here? I'm like, dude, like an hour. You guys, my son is 6'7", weighs about 240, okay? I come home and he's like immediately hugging me. Oh, mom, so good to see you. And then I was like, yeah, it's good to see you too, dude. I'm like, I got to work in the morning. I got to go to bed. What? You can't go to sleep? And I was like, dude, like, I got to go to sleep. Can I sleep with you? Dude, you're fucking 6'7", 240, and you're 26 years old. No, you can't fucking sleep with me. It took until you were 11 to kick your ass out my bed. Get the fuck out of here. And I was like, okay, dude, like, I guess I could let you like hold on to my ankle while I sleep. That's all I got for you, motherfucker. That's all I got for you. Anyway, yeah, I know, I love it. The other thing that I'm known for, besides being the dirty church lady, the chick with AIDS, the AIDS educator, the whatever, is that I make some kick-ass edibles, people. I have taken out so many comedians with my cookies, it's not even funny. And people are like, oh, that's so nice. Like you make, weed things to share with your fellow comedians. Fuck no, I'm trying to thin the herd and get you fuckers so fucked up that I'm the fucking goat. Fuck you. I'm trying to take you out. I'm not trying to be nice. I'm trying to poison and kill your ass. So y'all don't take treats from me no more because I'm just trying to fucking sabotage your shit. Anyway, I'm joking. I love coming here. I love the group of comedians I'm working with tonight. They're all hilarious, and I hope that you guys all enjoy the rest of the show. Thanks for listening. Have a great night. And if you're out there banging, y'all better be using condoms and wrapping that shit up because AIDS is real. And the funniest thing, you guys, I never felt more AIDSy than when I had fucking COVID. That is some bullshit right there. 31 years of having AIDS, and then I get COVID, and exactly, oh my God, like who was I near? And who did I touch? And like, how did I get it? And where did it come from? And when can I come out of hiding? I didn't spend fucking 2 weeks in my bedroom when I got AIDS, fuckers. I was out there trying to fuck until I died, actually. That didn't work. Here I am 31 years later looking hot as hell and being hot as hell with a hot flash. Anyway, me and my CPS are out. You guys have a great night. Thanks.
All right. Another round for Lisa. Okay. All right. So this next comic is an exclusive so far here at Practice Makes Comedy. Please give it up for Nat.
Hi, I'm Nat. I like to be a menace to society, so I think I'm gonna start spelling my name with a G. And I'm non-binary, so like the most menace thing you can do to fuck with people is go by its. Like, no, I'm just an it. Don't perceive me. But no, I haven't been here in like a month. My life is a shit show. Like Capricorn and Aquarius season. Like, I'm a water sign. I can't take much more. Stop. I'm a Cancer, please. But no, in all seriousness, I did get COVID like a month ago. And like, I didn't care that I got it. I was more concerned with the people I could have exposed. Like, I full on didn't have a mental breakdown because I got COVID and I could have died because I'm asthmatic. No, I was scared that I infected people. And the funniest part was I had gotten my booster a week before, so I was fine. I literally was just laying in bed, like, when can I go back to work? I live with 4 other people, and 2 of them are 15-year-olds. Gen Z is fucking weird. If I hear my brother refer to something with the suffix "ussy" after it again, I'm going to cry. Instead of saying, "Oh, the outlet," they'll be the out ussy, and just using it for any orifice. The other day, my boyfriend went to give my brother went to give my boyfriend a cup holder, and my boyfriend said he called it a cussy. Like, and it's just gotten so bad on TikTok. Like, this dude forgot that pussy meant like a vagina, so he called a pussy a vajussy. I don't know. So I turned 22 in June, and I'm just like, age what? Because all my friends are in their 30s. Like, not joking. I don't have a friend younger than 25. And being the token Gen Z is the funniest thing because people think I know what's happening on the internet. Like, dude, I was born in 2000. My first CD was a CD my mom burned me. Like, my mom pirated the whole Hannah Montana album for me because she was too poor to buy it for me. Like, I was burning CDs at the age of 4. So, like, I don't want to hear you guys call me a baby because I was probably doing more on computers than you were. And so this is actually only my 3rd time doing this, and to say I'm shitting my pants right now is an understatement. So another thing, this like Leo full moon is not treating me good. Like, I'm currently like mental breakdown every 2 seconds. My dad just got out of jail. So that's a whole like can of worms. That's great. I'm looking forward to giving him his first smartphone. Mind you, he's been in there since 08. He didn't go through the recession. The man was just living it up while taxpayers were paying for him. He has no idea what happened. He likes to try to tell me how things are in the real world. And I'm like, you have no idea. Like, you have no idea what's going on, Dad. I love that you're so informed, but you sound like a boomer. And like, my dad's 50, so it's sort of like maybe, but he didn't develop his brain mentality past 11. So it's like talking to a child in a 50-year-old's body, which is really funny because he's completely illiterate. Like reading his letters are like trying to like translate a fucking cryptic like I think the funniest misspelling he has sent me was nose. Like I know this, but he spelled it Knoe. And it's so funny because when I write to him, I'm just as bad. Like I took AP English, but I'm completely illiterate. Like that AP exam, don't know how I passed it. Like barely passed it. I work at Starbucks, so reading's like really important. Someone will tell me like their name's Courtney, and I'm like, how do you spell Courtney? And then my favorite thing is I have regulars who have like really basic names. Like someone came in and their name's Ocean, and I was like, wait, how do you spell ocean? Like you figured I've been spelling it my whole life, but no. And numbers are worse. I literally dropped out of college because of algebra, which that's fine. I can't math, I'm just a little queer. And I love it because I work with this like 18-year-old twink, and I shaved my head when I first started. So like an 18-year-old twink would refer to me as hey bald. Like, oh hey bald, and I'm over here like, you're a twink. Why are you talking to me? And he's the most feminine twink ever. It's so funny. And he's where I get my Gen Z info from. I'm like, Trevor, what does this mean? He's like, oh, it means this. Like, I didn't know what wig meant. Like, all I hear is people going like, oh, wig. And I'm like, did someone take your hair? Or like, I didn't know like some of the basic slang. Like, people would think I'm a millennial with what? Like, and it's really funny because my boss is 35 and he's like, oh, I'm so much older than you. I was like, dude, you're younger than some of my friends. And it's so funny because you subtly roast him and he's all like, oh my God, that was mean. Like his second job, he works at like this comic store. They play D&D and everything. And one day I was like, go have fun at your nerd job with your nerd friends. And I'm over here rereading Scott Pilgrim every 3 months, watching Harry Potter, dissociating in The Sims. Like, I'm the nerd, not you. But I think that's all I have for now.
Give it up again for Nat. You guys have been awesome tonight. Thank you so much for coming out. You all ready for your last comic? Last comic. Please give it up for Ion Ian.
How we all doing? Keep it going for Mama Swan. Give it up for her for throwing this beautiful thing together. Fantastic. Give it up for all the comics and everybody coming out here. Heck yeah. Now let's give it up for my C-section babies. Where we at? We're here. Yeah, section C. Watch out for them. They straight up the cut. Yeah, yo. I ate like an eighth of mushrooms alone in my apartment, Lisa, just the other day, and I forgot how pants worked for 4 hours. It's not from a lack of trying. I tried for the full 4 hours. But, we just out here cruising. I'm always wanting to perform in front of my favorite space crusader, Buzz Lightyear. So I'm hyped. I'm amped tonight. I'm amped tonight. Y'all looking fantastic, yo. Some of y'all up setting sail in those relationships. Who's relationshiped up out on there? A few of you? Some of you? We just a bunch of single ladies out here? I think y'all is lying. I don't know, man. Like I got a test. Like I'm single because I got a test after like a month or so of dating. I call it the toilet paper test. All right. And about a month after dating, I kind of like I come home and go, yo, babe, like I don't know, my back hurts. I think I tweaked it at work or something. Like I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. You go to the bathroom, and personally, I just fire off a few farts or something. But if you want to be a real savage, you can go ahead and actually drop a huge like the doo doo. I ain't gonna judge. And then when it comes time to finish up, you go, hey babe, I can't reach. I need you to come help me wipe. And if she leaves you at with a dirty behind, you end it immediately. It's not the one for you. She don't care about you because, like, me personally, like, I'm not gonna leave my boo-boo with some doo-doo, all right? We're gonna get you cleaned up, all right? Like, I'm not gonna wipe it personally, but like, I'll help you to the shower. I'll get one of my boys to come wipe it off for you. We'll figure it out because that's what love is. That's what love is. You know what I'm saying? So, anyone celebrate the Valentines? Want to do like Valentine's things? That's good. So you guys probably didn't like go out and get filled up with like baby or anything, right? I was like, yeah, it's good because pregnancy kind of freaks me out. I don't know about you guys, but just like seems just a little bit weird. Like not the creating life part. The creating life part, that's the beautiful part. I had two aunts growing up that were stuck unpregnant for 15 years. Dude, they were just printing out Christian warriors like one after the other, dude. It was just serving them out. They came out with a Bible and a sword of the Spirit. Grandpappy's a pastor, so you know he's right. All homeschooled too. There's some wild ones. No, but like you know, it just kind of like pregnant. It's like just more like the belly person growing for like what is it like 5 months? 9 months? What the? That's just like that just seems like wild. And like the process of coming out, like that just like we got people who have colostomy bags. They don't have to touch again. And we're still mother touching our way onto this earth. Yeah, like it just seems prehistoric, man. Like find a new door. Some of us did C-sections. Yeah, what's up? Young entrepreneurs. You know what it is. It's just like, you know, just people are going wild nowadays. You know, it's just such a different world. Like I saw a short barber the other day. I just think that's a little bit out of your jurisdiction. I don't know, man. Like just, I ain't like no offense, but like there's a few things I don't trust short people with. Cutting my hair. Building rockets. Getting weed. It just seems like, but there are things that they could do. Like I would trust them with. Like I would prefer them to have short people. Like I wouldn't trust a tall person. Like get me a nice jewel from the ground or garden or skip a stone. Well, I'm like I'm not tall, but I'm also not short, so I'm like a height delicate. You know, I can kind of like talk to them to each other through the telephone line. I don't know. It's just a wild world, man. Like, it's just, people are just doing anything out there. Like the other day, I was holding an automatic door while eating peanuts. It's not my job or anything. I'm just like a voluntary nomadic door holder. I'm just a good person, dude. I'll open up those floodgates of that threshold and just start letting them in. Just like 1, 2. You look nice today. 4. And then like that 5th dude's always just like, go on without me. No man left behind. We're getting into this bathroom together, soldier. Let's roll. Got the snacks. And like they always do like that, like look like pretend to like walk faster, but they don't actually walk faster. You know what I'm saying? And they get to the door. The dude, like this one time, this dude got to the door and he starts getting real aggressive with me. He goes, I got this one, man. Like, dude, this gate's held down, bro. Like, you can go right in. Want some peanuts? He goes, dude, I got this one. You know what? Your porch is real uncleaned. I'm gonna offer you a salty delicacy? You gonna insult the upkeep of my imaginary non-existent household luxuries? Bro, I don't even have a porch, man. And it was right about then I realized that this gentleman had no arms. So like, automatic doors one of the only doors he's got. Trying to take that from him. Damn, man. And, but like, how does he clean his porch? Get on me, man. But I just like, I didn't recognize that he had an appendage deficiency. So I was like, I know, man, I see you as a full person. If I were to draw a picture of you, I would draw you with all the limbs. Maybe an extra one or two. And then like, as I'm not thinking, like, I tried to high five him just because I love high fives.
No.
But like, I'm not counting limbs, man. Like, I don't care. I'm not seeing that. One of the first gentlemen I ever smoked with as a younger I called him Crab Claw Jerry. He had a total of 5 fingers on both hands. Like a crab claw and like an alien hand on the other. Dude, don't run with scissors, kids. And he would struggle with a lighter, but word on the street is he could tickle a woman's clam like no other. And he could still high five. So word up, Crab Claw Jerry. Hope you're doing good. Dude, like I freaking love high fives, man. Some of that shit just touches my soul. Something about them, man. Like you ever high five a stranger? You ever just high five a stranger, give a compliment out? It's just congregating phalanges for a hand church. Just praise God together a little bit, That 2-person clap, bro. Like, oh, dude, I don't know. It just hits me. Like, give me something right here. Oh, yeah, you guys feel that? Like, it's just tingles through. And there's so many ways to serve them up. You got your high fives, your low fives, your mid fives, your woke fives, joke five, the windmill. My personal favorite, the Viper. Ready, aim, clap. Dude, like I'll turn into Macho Man Handy Clappage. Oh yeah, brother. About to lay the palms down on this one. Gonna mess with these macho hands. These pythons. Dude, like it's wild, man. Like that shit just hits me. But it's like nowadays, like you can't high five everybody. Sometimes you pop those palms up for the Lord and people start hucking elbows. Pepper spraying you with Lysol. Or hurting your dang feelings. Yeah, dude, yeah. They'll hurt your feelings. I knew this one woman, Susie, and me and her would 2-person clap, watch Golden Girls, rest in peace, Betty, and eat snacks every single day. It was wholesome. It was the best time of my life. I loved coming in and seeing her. Till one day, Susie comes on in. I popped my hands full of care up and she walked on by without a stare. For real. I turned around, she was over there furious fiving it up with Jerry instead. The fuck, Susie? Thought we had something special going. It's a damn shame when you get your heart broken by a 78-year-old Vietnamese woman with Down syndrome. I was a young man of God looking for love. You know how it is. It's hard out there at the dating. A lot of people's out here talking about datings and stuff, It's ridiculous. Like, I went out with a woman of the opposite sex the other day. We went on a few days because I'm a gentleman. And, but after about like the third one, me and this woman of the opposite sex started, we started to get the intimacies. So, we started getting the intimacies and it got very quickly after the clothes came off. She just kind of said something that threw me off. She just started like aggressively calling me the N-word. Yeah. And like instantly the only thing hard was her R's. It was not cool. Dude, it's like the last time I'll ever go out with a blind Asian woman, I'll tell you that. It's wild. People are just outrageous these days. Like the other day, someone told me that I was dressed eccentrically. I know that's just woke people for, that outfit looks mad gay. But like, I'm not gay yet. Like I say yeah because I've only seen like 2.5 wieners. I didn't like them, but like I also used to not like strawberries. And then one day a chocolate covered one found its way to my mouth. Now I'm a fan. But like I'm not out here trying to taste test baskets of genital arrangements or anything. Come on, dude. Like I'm just saying you find it a lot by accident. Like some people like to get peed on, right, Mama Swan? Respect. I don't think you woke up one morning and decided to put your face under a human sprinkler. Of course not. Of course not. That'd be outrageous. That'd be crazy. You probably just had a jellyfishes and that went really well. Just like, oh, dude, it got me. It got me, dude. Please put it up. Oh, put it up. Put it up. Oh, that feels, oh, that feels good. That feels. My mind's telling me no. But my body wants urine on me. And that's how a pee-pee goblin's made. Stinky creatures, but amazing road trip partners. It's like, dude, you never have to pull over. Their face is your toilet. Like, it's genius. No, but I actually, when I was in the 2nd grade, a kid told me that I was a lesbian. No, it's traumatic because like I was getting bullied like that, and I went and told my dad. I was like, "Hey, Dad, what's a lesbian?" That kid's right. So I don't know. Maybe that last joke was a lie. Maybe I am a gay. Maybe I am a lesbian. Who knows? Anyway, so who likes traveling? You guys have anything like you have to pack when you go on travels? You just gotta bring it. Respect, Lisa. The weed every time. How much weeds do you bring?
All of it.
All the weeds? Hell yeah. Like I don't step on a plane unless I have at least one lasagna Tupperware filled with pot cookies. Like I'll step on that thing looking like Willy Wonka's plug. Got cookies for everybody. Like, cause like 1 or 2 cookies, I'm just gonna be on there like skeptically impressed by everything. You know what I'm saying? Just like, no way. Is this plane in the air right now? Dude, like I bet you that's not even rain. That's a hose on a window. Oldest trick in the book. Can't fool me. So I just like you bring enough to put me into like a hibernation state. I'll just shovel these little sugar devils right into my mouth. These comatose crackers, and I just won't even open my eyes half the time. It's fantastic, except for this one time. This kid next to me goes, "Hey, mister, can I have a cookie?"
Oh.
No, dude. I'm not playing if you give a kid a pot cookie. I don't need to see where that ends, man. Dude, swear, the kid leaves the woman across the aisle and goes, "Mom, this Chinese guy won't share his cookies." Yo, I look like I just got done solving mysteries with my dog. Not opening up a restaurant. And like the mom looks over and like goes, because it's not like I have like a few cookies. Like I have a kitchen briefcase on my lap, just filled to the top. Like I just look a stingy diabetic. It's just terrible. Just look like a terrible person. And she goes, "Honey, you can't assume he's Chinese. But you know these Orientals don't like to share." Yo, I've never been Asians before in my life. This is my first time. I don't want it to end in a stereotype. So I gave them both a cookie. Yeah, right? They had to get escorted off the plane, though. Kid tried to judo chop people. Like, I took karate for a week. This kid had 2 weeks. It was outrageous. But thank you all for coming out. Y'all look fantastic. Y'all stay fantastic. Y'all be easy.
All right, give it one more time for Ionian. Awesome. Oh my God, I had so much fun tonight. Thank you so much for coming out. Again, if you wish to tip the performers. You can leave a cash tip or PMC Pity Cash on Venmo. That is PMC Pity Cash. And our next show is March 4th. And was there anything else I had to say? Have a great night. Thank you so much for coming out. Thanks for watching.
Ethnic.
I can Macarena better than anyone.
The kind you need tequila for and hit